Hello, world. Patricia O'Connor and Frida Reva Darcy is here by my side. What you see in front of you is apparently a U-Haul box, which doesn't really have anything to do with new sponsorship or any of that grand stuff. It just happens to be the box they were using at the time. This is going to be, in case you haven't figured it out, it's going to be an actual unboxing. Normally, when I get stuff, it's kind of so about me that I don't really, I show y'all a box that looks like it's been ripped open by customs, and I'm usually all happy and proud and all bingy about what I just got because I'm an only child like that. Anyway, this was our package, and it came from Deadwood, South Dakota. So I'll just tell you right off, it's labeled perishable. Also, I knew going into today that today was going to be a pretty good day. There was a couple of different things today that I was going to be looking forward to. One of which was the possibility of this tree showing up. The last time I had a shipment come from this far out, it did great until it got right here close. And then our local UPS actually hung us out to dry for a couple of weeks. And in a way, that tree never fully recovered from that. There were two trees in that delivery, and one of them is fine, and the other looked like it had been stressed by that. And every time the tree, after that happened, every time the tree pushed out new growth, I was encouraged, but ultimately I lost that tree. So I don't think that put us on a good foot, losing a tree in shipping. So when this one was due early to come today, I was like, well, just stay cool about it. Just stay cool about it. It has made it to California in enough time that if it misses a day or so, we'll probably still be okay. Last time, the shipping on the shipper's end was impeccable. The only reason that one of the trees survived and the other one lasted as long as it did was a testament to the treatment it got out the door from Andrew Smith. I'm going to proceed slowly. I think this guy might be built in there a little bit. I might have jumped the gun slightly holding up this box knife. We have, this is one of two. One of two that are showing up this week. The other one, that's awful close to your fingers, Patricia. The other one is due tomorrow. So we'll see how that works out. The other one was where I took part in a bonsai auction, on an online bonsai auction for a Facebook auction page. Let's see how we can do that. Here we go. That worked out. Easy there. Okay. Like I suspected last time, he built a wooden frame, so I didn't think that I would have a lot of luck just reaching in the bottom and filling around and trying to pull this tree out. I felt like it would probably be sitting on what it is. It's sitting on a wooden base, and oh man, what a nice job he did of getting that guy in there. Feel really good about his shipping. Last time it was a very, very tall tree. So last time it was my a literati tree that was 4 feet long, and it was probably mid-priced as far as you know, he has some trees that are less expensive and some that are more. So I looked at how big that tree was, and I looked at what I was going to be spending on shipping for that tree, and I decided to spend less than $100 on a second tree because I felt like there was definitely going to be room. There was definitely going to be room for a second tree in that box, and that was a good move because that second tree ended up being my little Ponderosa that I have now that that I just did a repot to. The tree that I originally ordered, it died. It died last November, which brings us to my emotional rescue. Let go, let go, let go. You let go. Oh. We're attached to the bag, and the bag is attached to the box. Is that stable? Sort of. There. Fall away. Fall away. Pull it tight. Get the bag out of the tree. There we go. We're starting to, we're getting a little closer to having a tree to show. Let's see. My kingdom for a pair of scissors. No, we're just going to keep going with our box cutters. All of that stuff and not one of them is a scissor. How would you know? With all this crap up here. I just would. All right, so we're okay. We can do this with the razor. So if you don't know, this is a Ponderosa pine. I've been looking at its picture since I pushed send on the purchase of this guy. I've just been kind of sitting there looking at its picture on the ad, having starstruck moments, and I've named this tree Babe, and we're about to pull up Babe's tag. Babe's tag, I don't know if it's, you can kind of see it's got a couple of tags on it, and there's going to be some information on those. Same thing I saw, I think, when I bought the tree. Right now, I'm trying not to get distracted looking at the tree and trying to cut it loose without a bloodletting. But this is me after all, so. But the no bloodletting is an option. Okay. Drag this guy a little closer in. this is the slowest reboxing in the world. It's because I'm already getting a chance to look at it. I no longer feel like I have a reveal moment. I believe that's kind of already happened. What this is a 20-year-old, estimated 20-year-old Ponderosa pine. And in the time that I've been anticipating its arrival, I've been looking at its picture and kind of having swoon moments. I totally own it. And this guy is named Babe. Babe. It is Babe, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's Babe. Now it's just about starting to get to the frantic part of the program where she starts hacking frantically at pieces of oh, they're so gonna get me if I play that. Okay. As much as I would love to. So okay. Alright. Stay cool. Stay cool. It's just bubble wrap. It's already taking the edge off this knife though, like it's nothing. How many times can you hack something before? Yeah, okay. At least you could go away from me. At the very least. Funny how you always think there's a tiny piece of bubble wrap or shrink wrap that you can just pull apart, but then it turns into like some sort of nylon bondage wire or something. I don't know. It just gets really strong really quick. Okay, we're almost. What? Oh, look here at the lowest level. There is a little bit of bling. Love the bling. It looks like some nice writing utensils. Pens. Le plume. Okay, now we're wearing a piece of tape. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Good action. Okay. Now we can see the tags. The tag says Ponderosa. Ponderosa pine, 20 years old. Collected 4/20/22 at 5,800 feet, and then it shows how much its bale was. So yeah. That's it. Well, it's not quite it. We've still got this much more to go. Oh, but we're so close. As they say back home, we can smell the barn from here. We have too much on really cool sayings back home. I'm looking forward to adding a little wire to this guy. I say I'm looking forward to it. I don't really have it in my plans yet. What we have in our plans right now is to let this guy relax and get acclimated to its new surroundings. So it'll be taking some time off, and I don't think we're going to need much. This guy looks like it's in good color. Now this time and last time, when I got this far, the paper on top was still wet, which is what he does to keep these guys hydrated. And last time when I got to this stage, even though the pot was upside down in the box because the guy didn't understand this side up for some reason, the top dressing was still moist. It had not dried out, which saved the tree. Saved the tree at least that much time. I don't necessarily think that that tree being a week or two late killed it. It certainly didn't kill the smaller one, but the tree did, to me, look pale, and that would have also been what I would have. And by pale, I mean it was more of an army green. This has got a really good color to it. This was a paler green, and the show hen looked healthier from day. It looked like it had fared better in that travel for whatever reason. So that ended up being like strike one, and then I think probably maybe trying to get acclimated with the water, and then maybe the wettest water season we've had ever. Both, look at this root. It comes up and does a Cheerio on its own. Look at that. That's just such a pat thing already. I know I've already switched gears, so I'm talking about something else. At some point, we will do a little copper wire around this guy. I was looking at it basically from this angle, and I didn't know quite what I had. I see this guy. I see this guy coming down like that. Maybe try to bring this guy around. It looks like it's already got a crack there where that's already happened at some point. So maybe that's already been done as much as it can be. That was kind of my bright idea looking at it. Also, it looks like I'm just trying to look at the way the branches are facing. There's some branches that are facing this way. I'm thinking the tree might have originally been doing something like this. That's neither here nor there, but I'm just kind of taking it all in. It didn't have multiple pictures. I had one picture to look at, and I believe I was looking at something like that. Nice base. Nice root work. I do like this base. Golly, a lot of times it seems like I buy a tree and I go, I like everything but the base, but I know how to work with that. Me plus a little bit of time, and that'll be a killer base. This one's not the case. It's got the, that's the ace of base. And I kind of looked at that little root. I don't know how well you can see that. I looked at that little root in the picture and went, is that what I think it is? And then I went, nah, surely that's a piece of wire or something. But no, it isn't. It's a little patio Cheerio already out of a root. I just think that's just so fitting. Anyway, this is probably I don't know, I think I've done some boxings, but usually my boxings at least have one end open where I had to peek, because I'm just kind of a greedy little pig like that. Yeah, I like getting stuff. What can I say? So yeah, that's it. This is a Ponderosa pine. It's 20 years old. It came from Andrew Smith. It is a collected Yamadori. It came from Deadwood, South Dakota at 5,800 feet. Estimated age is 20 years old. That's based on the part where it has bark all the way up the trunk and going down the branches. That's the next part would be 20 to 30 years if it had bark all the way down the smaller branches. It started to do that some, and that's probably kind of a close indicator as to why we say this is a 20-year-old tree. I am pleased. This is Babe, and I think it'll be a cool tree. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you guys have not already. Our next drop will be we'll probably do another drop tonight, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.